I sold my Etsy business. Yep, you heard that right. It's gone. Well, technically not all of it. I still own the brand name, the profile, and I can still sell products, just not those products. So you're probably wondering, how did I sell my Etsy business without violating their policies? And more importantly, how can you do the same? So let me break it down for you. If you're new here, I'm George McConnell. I've sold over 800,000 items on Etsy and make millions each year across multiple platforms. I started selling on Etsy back in 2019, and by 2022, I expanded into multiple shops. And since then, I've sold in stores such as Michael's, Walmart, and even on Amazon. Now you're probably wondering about the business that I sold. That was actually my original store, the one I talked about in my very first YouTube video. It brought in over 1.2 million the year before I let it go. Now, due to the NDA, I can't share the buyer or how much they paid, but I can walk you through everything else, how the deal was structured, how I transferred my assets, and how you can position your own Etsy shop for a major payday someday. So let's start from the beginning. Because if you play your cards right, this could happen to you too. Back in 2023, I was approached by a company looking to expand their customer base. Now here's the thing. Many people would assume that they wanted my Etsy profile, or my inventory, my warehouses, or even just my brand. But that's actually not what they wanted at all. All they cared about is the customers I accumulated throughout the years. And they wanted to know if they were actually mine. See, Etsy considers all the people that shop on their platform their customers. In order to make them yours, you need to have them opt in, meaning they need to agree to terms and an agreement under your business that you can send them emails and or texts. Now, being as that my original company has over 400,000 sales in 5 years, they assumed I built a pretty strong customer base, and they would be correct. I had accumulated over 25,000 customer emails and phone numbers in those 5 years, which allowed me to email them about the latest items, offerings, limited time deals, and so on. This put me at a huge advantage over my competition, and in this case, led me to that huge payday. So let me teach you how to structure this. First, you are going to want to use an email provider, someone that offers automation, because honestly, manually sending emails is too time consuming. So I searched online to find a company that offers a good amount of features and for a good price. Now I ended up finding a company called OmniSend. They connect to multiple websites, have built-in email flows, automation, and like I said before, they have a free plan. And even their paid plans are pretty good. So this is a great starting point. Now, I'm gonna jump into their system in just a minute. First, I need to explain how you gather these customer emails. Whether you're selling physical products or print on demand, it's really the same strategy. If you have a physical product business, you can insert a custom card right inside your package. That card should include information about your company and a QR code. When customers scan the QR code, you want them to go to a dedicated landing page. This is where you're going to collect their info. You want to ask them for their name, email address, phone number, and their birthday. Now, you're probably wondering why their birthday. This is because sending personalized emails on their birthday gives you an edge. People are more likely to open those emails. Not to mention, they will remember and be more engaging with your brand. It builds that connection and drives more repeat sales. Now, if you're running a print-on-demand store, you could still include a printed insert in every order. It's the same as a physical. Printify offers branded inserts for just 10 cents per package, which honestly is a steal compared to what I used to pay when I ordered these in bulk. Now, if you're asking, how do I even make a QR code? This one, super easy. You can generate one in Canva or Adobe. It's completely free, but don't stop at the QR code. You want to give your customers a reason to scan it. Mention something like VIP only, or one-time discounts, or limited edition items. You want to create curiosity and value so they feel compelled to sign up. So now that you know how to collect those emails, let's jump back onto OmniSend and I'll show you exactly what you do with that customer data once you have it. So as soon as you jump on OmniSend, you'll see right here, you have your goals, your overview, your live view. Up here is the money right here: campaign, automation, forms, audience, reports, reviews, so on. Now you need to connect this to a website. You can do that through Wix, which has a free version, or you could do it through Shopify, which I strongly would suggest that you use Shopify because you can easily connect your Etsy store right to it. So before I even go into this, let me just show you an app that works perfect with Shopify here. So this one right here, Etsy Integration DPL. This is amazing. So once you gather your customers' information, this is where you can get all your tracking info from. It's $20 a month. Get here, bulk uploads, real-time SKUs, avoid overselling because it works with your Shopify. So if you have your Shopify products on there, which is connected to Etsy, if you sell one on Shopify, it will take it away from your Etsy profile, so you never oversell. Right here also, it does flexible order fulfillment, and it provides you with tracking information. You know, you have the duplicated SKUs, you never have those issues, smart upload properties, you know, go through everything. I mean, this is a really good system. So if you did launch that Shopify, then make sure you connect this. Now they're both together, right? So then you're gonna come over to OmniSend and then connect that Shopify. But like I said, you can use Wix if you want. It's more of a manual process, but they do have free versions. Now from there, once you connect this, you're gonna wanna either do your form, and the reason being is because you need a form for people to sign up, right? So click on forms, click preview and launch form, view other types. We're gonna see this, and they have a ton of options. So you could do branded forms, inspirational forms, holiday celebrations. This is good, especially during holiday, you could just switch this up. They have these little spinners, which people like using. If I scroll down here, you know, you even have a Mother's Day I saw earlier, but you know, 10% off your first order, limited time offers, new product, even little pups, get a free birthday gift. Little countdown here. There's the Mother's Day. Like enjoy 15% off on Mother's Day, which is actually right around the corner. So you can always change these things up, which is really cool. And you just click on this to use this template. From there, you can add any information that you want in their editor. So you have complete scheduling of this, a display, targeting, visibility, frequency, even A/B testing, which is super important because you want to put one against another to see which one's going to have more signups. You had them scan the QR code. That's the easy part. The hard part is to actually convince them into giving you their email and their phone number. I like to collect the phone numbers because I use SMS text a lot. If you notice, a lot of businesses do that now as well. You receive texts, and I know sometimes it may be annoying, but it really is better because it's in your hand all day, unlike an email that you have to check. You can add all these different layouts, 3 columns, 4 columns, mix left to right, 1 column. So say if I wanted something a little over here, you know, I mean, really the options just for this form are endless. And I do love that they literally give you templates to go through, because I remember when I first started this back in the day, I had to design my own template, and I worked with designers to do that. And every time I wanted to change that, I couldn't because I had to work with a designer. Whereas here, you could change this for every single holiday and do that A/B testing to see which one works better. This right here is a competitive edge. Now, once you gather their information, you're going to want to have some sort of campaign and automation going on. So if you go to automation right here, all you have to do is click create workflow. And this is the crazy part. So they already have workflows set up. And the reason I laugh is because, again, when I first started my business and did all this, it was a manual process. And then when workflows came out and automation came out, it was still a manual process. You had to create that flow. So them being able to have all this for you is amazing. Now you have abandoned carts, you have you're welcome. Now the abandoned cart would be if you once you have that repeat buyer and you're connected to the application, that's where that will come into play. You can't do this unless they opt in. Please keep that in mind. That is very important. But once you have all this, you can do anything you want to be able to attract them to come back. You can also try to get people into your store, your website, instead of using Etsy. You can get reviews from there and asking them for reviews and give them a discount, give them a free product, follow-ups. You have order confirmations, back in stock items. So if you run out of something, you can always notify them. Shipping confirmation, which is really good, especially if you're texting them. You can text them little things such as, hey, your product is out for delivery and it's arriving today. You know, keep them informed, notified. Things like that really set you apart and make them trust you and want to do more business with you. Now, remember earlier I said get their birthday, right? You have right here, birthday, birthday. Now, if you notice, there's a lot of duplicates and you're like, why is there duplicates? It's because this one would be email, this one's email and text. Okay, so grabbing their birthday, you could text them a happy birthday, you can email them a happy birthday. I mean, everybody likes texts of happy birthday, right? So I know you've seen businesses do this in the past, and you could be that business. This right here sold me on this product because having this many options is just wild, especially for the price point. And I'll get over that in just a minute. I mean, it's really low. Again, A/B testing, like the form, but now you're doing it with emails to see which email performs better. Then you know the layout, the style, and what's attractive attracting more business, which is super important. It's all about data and testing and understanding what consumers like. Once you understand that and you can start targeting 100%, trying to get those email clicks up, you're gonna redefine your business and you're going to make massive amount of money. Even if you don't sell your company, you'll still make a mass amount of money doing this stuff. So scrolling back up here, I'm gonna go to the campaigns. So if you go to campaign here, this is where you would just create your campaign of any sort of email test, SMS, push notification, create an SMS. This is what it would look like. It shows how it would look. And then you change that name, you say, hey, happy birthday. And see, it'll come right out there. Now, you'd wanna hit the enter button twice so that you have that reply stop at the bottom. That by default needs to be in there. Now you can add an image. This is perfectly fine right here. And you have, again, you need to have this in there. Now, again, I know I keep saying this, but this is something that my old system that I was using didn't have, which is great because I would never know what it looked like. I had to literally send myself texts to understand what it would look like, and then it just costs you money. Back in the day when this first started, it was a lot more expensive than it is now. So going really quick to your audience, here would be where all your subscribers are. I haven't transferred any of my stuff. Plus, if I did, I would actually have to blur all this out and then you wouldn't even be able to see anything. So that's why I chose this. Here you have your contact list, your segments, your customer breakdown. This will help you understand like if you're about to lose that customer, customers that you can't lose, high potential based on their clicks. You have champions, loyalists, you have need, nurturing, at risk. This is all based off of when they receive the email, if they're gonna click it, if they don't click it, if they just put it in spam, if they delete it, how long it goes. It literally measures everything so that you understand what's going on with your customer and if they're actually responding in a way that's positive, which is great and necessary. So from here, you have your imports, exports, and your tags, right? Then once you go into your reports, this is where you'll get store performance. Now this is if it's connected to that Wix or Shopify. This is where you're gonna see if you're making money based off those emails. This will not be able to track what you're doing on Etsy itself, just to let you know that. So going into the campaigns, you'll be able to see more information. And then your automation, you'll be able to see how much money you spent, how much money you made from there. So your ROI, your engagement, open rate, click rate, placed order rate. Again, super important. Failed, marked as spam and unsubscribed. Now this failed rate is super important. What happens is anytime that I have a failed one, meaning that the customer may have entered their email wrong or they gave me a fake email, I know to immediately remove that. You don't want too many failed attempts, right? And then you also don't want people to mark it as spam. So as soon as somebody marks me as spam, I take them completely off the list immediately. I really want you to do the same. So you always have to check this to make sure that if somebody puts you in spam, delete them, get them off of there, right? Unsubscribe them immediately. From there, you have your option with your forms where you can actually see how your forms performed. If somebody went to it, did they click? Did they go through it? What did they do? And then back from there, you're back in stock, never miss a sale, deliverables, and all your exports. So really, this has everything. For the price, it's crazy, but just to even show you this price point, for a standard, it starts at $11.20 per month if you pay 3 months in advance. And I'm about to show you how much stuff this has, right? It's freaking insane. Like, look at all this automation you have. Unlimited custom events. I mean, I know that a lot of people watching this right now probably aren't sending emails or you've been thinking about it. I cannot stress enough how much this is important and needed in order to have your business succeed and thrive. All this automation is what makes you go from making 6 figures to 7 figures a year, the automation process. So all your campaigns right here, pretty much, you see this all in the standard, they're all checked, right? Here's the free, here's the standard, here's the pro, right? If we're getting through this, I mean, you pretty much have everything with the free and standard. The only thing that is different with your free through your standard is how many emails you could send. So that's where, that $12 a month is really necessary if you do start expanding and getting more customers. So you can only send 500 emails per month, but on the standard, 12 times that list, right? So however many you have, you can send them 12 emails each month, which I know a lot of people probably aren't going to do. In addition to that, you have unlimited web pushes. You have 1,000 product reviews versus 50 and 500. But all of this, where most companies, they kind of nickel and dime you. They're like, oh, we give you a free version, but everything's so limited that you can't do anything. Oh, you want automation? Nope, not happening. Oh, you want some campaigns? Nope, not happening. Oh, you want some different forms? Nope, not happening. Whereas this company has it all. So you can try out the free one, then go to a standard, and then go to a pro if you want. But this is what sets this company apart from all the other companies that I looked at. The amount of stuff that they offer is just insane. Now, one more thing. What I want you to do, as soon as you end this video, is go to OmniSend, click request a demo, and talk with somebody. See everything that you can do beyond this video. It is wild with how much they offer. So please don't disregard all of this. Literally write it down, go to this website, and change how you do business. So now that you've seen how powerful and affordable this setup really is, the time to act is now. Don't wait until you're drowning in sales and wish that you would have did this months ago. Start early and build a customer email base. The more customers you can bring back, the more money you're going to make. Now for me, repeat customers account for about 30% of my net income every single year. So trust me, this isn't optional, it's necessary. And like I said earlier, you never know when someone might reach out to you about buying your business. Having a strong email list can instantly increase the value of your shop and could make you a lot of money overnight. If you have any questions, definitely drop them in the comments below. You know I love to hear from you. And thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you soon.